Neighbors in one Pacific Beach neighborhood say a street closure is doing more harm than good, and they want it gone. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Jesse Pagan. Marcella Lee is off tonight. A 1-mile stretch of Diamond Street has been closed since the start of the pandemic as a way to give people more recreational space, but some neighbors say it's created dangerous situations elsewhere. CBS 8's Shannon Handy is working for you, finding out why neighbors are worried and what the city is saying about it.
Diamond Street has been closed for nearly 2.5 years. Now, while cyclists and pedestrians enjoy having this space, some people who live nearby reached out to CBS 8 asking for help, saying it's time to open it back up. In April of 2020, Diamond Street shut down as part of the city's Slow Streets pilot program designed to give pedestrians and cyclists more recreational space. Now, almost 2.5 years later, Diamond is the only street left in that program, and some say its time is up.
I see no reason for these signs and for all these streets to be blocked.
Larry Phelps lives north of Diamond. He emailed us saying he's concerned about a number of issues. For starters, he feels like Diamond Street isn't the right place for something like this, yet city leaders chose it without any input from himself or his neighbors.
It's a main street 3 blocks north of Garnett Avenue. We've got enough problems with parking and driving in this street without shutting one down for no reason at all.
Phelps also pointed out the confusion surrounding Diamond, with many drivers unsure if they can be on it or not.
So you'll have people walking down the street and then cars coming down it. I think that's also a dangerous situation.
Another neighbor, Sherry Tabb, reached out to CBS 8 as well. While she likes the purpose of this program, she's upset about the traffic it creates on other streets as people try to get around it.
So the overflow goes into the neighborhoods, and we end up absorbing that.
Despite their opposition, while out shooting this story, it became very clear just how divided people are on the issue.
Do you think this should be permanent?
Yeah, 100%.
Trenton Austin rides his bike here daily. Wendy Galernter lives on Diamond. She enjoys it too.
It brings out families, it brings out kids. People seem to be having a nice time on it.
Tony Hunley lives on Diamond as well. She liked it at first, but says the longer it has stayed closed, the more combative people have been.
I live here, I drive down the street, and people are flipping me off. They're yelling at me. They won't get out of the way when I'm trying to drive to my house.
Like it or not, the consensus among everyone I talked to is that the city hasn't said what their permanent plans are for this street.
Nobody gives me an answer, and I am basically ignored.
So I reached out myself. In an email, a city spokesperson said, quote, "There has been more support than complaints, which is one of the reasons the Slow Street on Diamond remains. As for a timeline on when or if Diamond will reopen, quote, still determining that, and we'll get back to you with whatever specifics I can." Shannon Handy, CBS 8.
Thank you, Shannon. CBS 8 is working for you. If there's an issue you'd like us to look into like this one, email us at workingforyou@cbs8.com.